James Slaugh barely lifted his right arm when he swore to tell the truth Wednesday morning. He'd been shot in the Club Q attack, and his left hand helped prop up his right as he prepared to testify about the anti-LGBT rhetoric that had proliferated before the shooting. Club Q was a second home and safe space. Not just for me, but for all us, Slaugh, who wore a rainbow tie and Club Q button, told a largely empty congressional committee room in Washington, D.C. Outside of these spaces, we are continually being dehumanized, marginalized and targeted. He recounted how his mother had learned to accept his sexuality, how the shooting was his worst nightmare and how he believed that growing anti-LGBT rhetoric had fueled it. He was joined by Michael Anderson, a Club Q bartender who described praying as he waited to die that night, and the club's co-owner, Matthew Haynes, who reiterated his pledge to rebuild. The group told the House's Committee on Oversight and Reform that they had hope and determination but that the shooting, which left 5 dead and 18 injured, didn't happen in a vacuum. The hearing, focused on the rise of anti-LGBT violence and extremism in the United States, came a day after President Joe Biden signed the Respect for Marriage Act, which protects same-sex and interracial unions. Haynes attended the signing ceremony and told the committee it was the first joy he's experienced since the shooting. But he noted that more than 150 House members had voted against the bill and questioned what those leaders were doing to help. So I ask you today not simply what are you doing to safeguard LGBT Americans, Haynes said, but rather what are you or other leaders doing to make America unsafe for LGBT. The testimony came as national lawmakers raced to finish their work for the year. To the frustration of many Democrats, the year-end agenda doesn't include legislation to ban semiautomatic firearms due to firm Republican opposition. The House passed legislation in July that would ban assault weapons for the first time since 2004, but it failed to pass in the Senate. Republicans dismissed the bill as an attack on Second Amendment rights. Wednesday's hearing also came on the 10-year anniversary of the mass shooting at an elementary school in Newtown, Connecticut, that took the lives of 20 students and 6 teachers. Mass shootings haven't abated since then, with another deadly attack at a school occurring just this summer in Uvalde, Texas. In the weeks after the attack in Texas and a grocery store shooting in Buffalo, New York, Congress made its most far-reaching response in decades to the nation's run of brutal mass shootings by passing a package of bills that would toughen background checks for the youngest gun buyers and keep FIRA,